Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. We're pretty fired up to bring you today's competition between Shawnee Mission East Lancers and the Blue Valley Tigers. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors. First, from Shawnee Mission East.
Hi, I'm Matt Williamson, and I'm a junior.
I'm Mark Tauster, and I'm a senior.
I'm Aiden Conley, and I'm a senior.
I'm Brian Phillips, I'm a sophomore.
I'm Polly Hahn, and I'm a junior.
And our competitors from Blue Valley.
I'm Alan, and I'm a senior.
I'm Spencer, and I'm a senior.
I'm Calvin, I'm a junior.
I'm Jamie, I'm a junior.
I'm Awesome, I'm a junior.
Fantastic. Here on Categories in the first round, we do take turns answering questions. If a team does miss, the other team will get a chance to steal. We did a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by Shawnee Mission East. So Shawnee Mission East, here we go. Your first category is U.S. geography. This river on Florida's east coast is one of the few in North America to flow northward. Tigers, your chance to steal this U.S. geography category. This river on Florida's east coast is one of the few in North America to flow northward. Jamie?
Is it Okeechobee?
It is not Okeechobee. It is the St. Johns River. Blue Valley, you do get the next category. It is current events. Which beloved TV icon who starred in a hit 70s sitcom that bore her name celebrated her 75th birthday last week? Time on that. Lancers, chance to steal this current events category. Which beloved TV icon who starred in a hit 70s sitcom that bore her name celebrated her 75th birthday last week? Polly.
Mary Tyler Moore.
That is exactly right. Shawnee Mission East, you do get the next category. It is science. Pittsburgh medical researchers conclude that operation definitely helps young people with severe recurring sore throats, but many could get better without it. Brian.
Having your tonsils removed.
Having tonsils removed or tonsillectomy, both are correct. Tigers, world geography is your category. Which European country was established in 1918 as a kingdom of the Serb, Croat, and Sloven peoples? Awesome.
Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia is exactly right. Lancers, literature is the next category. His first name was Publius, and his last name was Maro. He was best known for his middle name. He is famous for his literary works, which include the Eclogues and the Georgics, and his masterpiece, the Aeneid. Who was he? Mark.
Virgil.
Virgil. Blue Valley, fine arts, film. Years after his death, James Dean is still a cult figure, yet he only made 3 movies. Name one of them. Time on that. Lancers, chance to steal this fine arts film category. Years after his death, James Dean is still a cult figure, yet he only made 3 movies. Name one of them. Matt.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That is incorrect. The 3 are East of Eden, Giant, and the one I thought you guys would get, Rebel Without a Cause. Rebel Without a Cause. Lancers, you do get the next category. It is general knowledge. What's the term for the year of the grape crop used in a wine? Aiden.
Vintage.
Vintage is correct. Tigers, science, geology is your category. Which of these features is formed when the surface of the ground intersects the water table? Is it a river, a well, a spring, or a geyser? Calvin.
Spring.
Spring is correct. Shawnee Mission East, current events is the category. Which Pacific island in its switch to the west side of the international dateline, simply skipped Friday, December 30th of last year? Polly.
Samoa.
Samoa. Blue Valley. Geography, lakes is your category. It's the name of an Indian tribe, a city in Pennsylvania, a canal, and one of the Great Lakes. What is it? Jamie.
Erie.
Erie is correct. Lancers, world history is your category. What is the name of the French Revolution's most intense period of bloodshed and confiscation? Matt.
The Reign of Terror.
Reign of Terror is correct. Tigers, science, anatomy is your category. These prominent zygomatic bones are considered an attractive facial feature. What are they commonly called? Calvin?
Cheekbones.
Cheekbones. Very good. Lancers, fine arts, music. One of America's greatest composers of popular songs was linked closely with the minstrel shows. A nonsense song about traveling west with a banjo on a certain parts of one's anatomy was his first hit. Name the song by Stephen Foster. Matt?
A Banjo on My Knee.
That is incorrect. Tigers, chance to steal this fine arts music category. One of America's... Spencer.
Susanna.
Oh, Susanna is the title. That is correct. Tigers, geography, another geography category for you. Which country gained independence in 1981? Britain's last country on the mainland of the Americas to do so. Lancers, chance to steal this geography category. Which country gained independence in 1981? Britain's last country on the mainland of Americas to do so. Polly.
Belize.
It is Belize. You do get the next category, Shawnee Mission East, and it is literature. What's the name of the melancholy robot in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Time on that. Tigers, chance to steal this literature category. What's the name of the melancholy robot in A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Calvin?
Marvin.
It is Marvin. Next category for you, Tigers, is general knowledge. A 10-year-old boy with the mental age of 15 would have what IQ? Spencer?
150.
150 is correct. And with that correct response, you have evened up the score at 7 apiece. Lancers, vocabulary, phrases is your category. What phrase, possibly coined and popularized by Warren G. Harding, refers to any signer of the any signer of the U.S. Constitution in 1787? Any person who starts an institution, movement, or nation. What would be the name? Polly.
Founding father.
Founding father. Thank you for getting through my very foggy question on that one. Tigers, you have the next category. It's fine arts, especially theater. What Thornton Wilder drama was set in Grover's Corners? Spencer.
Our Town.
Our Town is correct. Lancers, science, specifically astronauts, is your category. What former female astronaut is traveling around the country putting on science festivals designed for girls aged 10 to 14 to keep them interested in math and science at an age where many start shying away from those subjects? Polly?
Sally Ride.
It is Sally Ride. Very good. Tigers, sports, baseball is your category. Who held or holds the record for most extra base hits in one season? In 1921, he hit 59 home runs, 44 doubles, and 16 triples. Awesome.
Babe Ruth.
It is Babe Ruth. Lancers, geography is your category. If I were sailing from Dublin, Ireland, to the Isle of Man, what body of water would I cross? Brian.
The North Sea.
That is incorrect. Tigers. Blue Valley, you've been officially warned. Please no communicating, okay? You do have a chance to steal this geography question. If I were sailing from Dublin, Ireland to the Isle of Man, what body of water would I cross? Jamie.
The Irish Sea.
The Irish Sea is correct. And you do get the next question. It is U.S. history. What organization's offices were broken into at Watergate in 1972? Spencer.
Democratic National Convention.
That is the correct answer. Lancers, fine arts, theater is your category. Hal Prince and Stephen Sondheim made a hit musical out of what old English ballad about a crazed London barber? Polly.
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd, very good. Blue Valley, general knowledge is your category. CBS is the Columbia Broadcasting System. What is the BBC? Jamie.
The British Broadcast Channel.
We will accept that, yes. Lancers, vocabulary. What two-word term applied to certain leading American businessmen of the late 19th and early 20th centuries, including Cornelius Vanderbilt and John D. Rockefeller? The term suggests that they acquired their wealth by means more often foul than fair. Polly.
Robber baron.
Robber baron is correct. Blue Valley, science, terminology is your category. What is the scientific term for the force that enables an object to float? Alan.
Buoyancy.
Buoyancy is correct. Shawnee, Michigan, you have also been warned for communication. Please stop all communication. Lancers, here is your category. It's sports. Which major college football team holds the record for the longest winning streak? Brian?
Alabama.
It is not Alabama. Tigers, your chance to steal this sports category. Which major college football team holds the record for the longest winning streak? Awesome.
USC.
It is not USC, it's Oklahoma. 47 wins, 47 wins. Tigers, you do get the next category. It is geometry. When a geometric figure and its transformation image are congruent, the mapping is called a what? Calvin.
Symmetry.
Cannot accept symmetry. Lancers, you have a chance to steal this geometry category. When a geometric figure and its transformation image are congruent, the mapping is called a what? Brian.
Reflection.
It is not a reflection, I'm sorry. It is an isometry, With that siren, that does denote the end of our first half, with Blue Valley leading Shawnee Mission East with a score of 13-11. At this time in our broadcast, we go to team members from each school for a campus update, and from Shawnee Mission East, we have Matt. Matt, what is happening with the Lancers?
Well, winter sports have been starting up, most notably basketball, swimming, and wrestling, which I hear we're doing very well in. I don't have statistics right now, but I'll take their word for it. Our winter musical, Bye Bye Birdie, is starting up not this week, but the next on January 19th, 20th, and 21st. And robotics teams throughout the Shawnee Mission School District have started a build season for the first robotics competition this March.
Oh, fantastic. All right, and from Blue Valley, Alan, what is happening with the Tigers?
All right, well, first of all, we're really looking forward to this weekend because we've got 2-speaker and 4-speaker for debate. Our debate teams have really been putting a lot of work into that. Second of all, basketball is in full swing. I don't have the boys' basketball record, but I know that girls have only one loss and either 5 or 6 wins. Our swimming team is looking well. Boys swimming is really hoping to defend their state title from last year. And we just want to give a good shout out to bowling team today because it's their first ever tournament, and we just wish them the best of luck.
Fantastic. All right, so we have the new semester well underway. It sounds like great things are happening at both schools. Here on the second round of categories, it is the lightning round in which both teams have an equal chance to answer. If a team does respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal that point. So both teams, here we go. The first category of the lightning round is geography landmarks. The world's oldest streetcar line is found in what city? Jamie.
San Francisco.
It is not San Francisco. Lancers, chance to steal this geography landmarks question. The world's oldest streetcar line is found in what city? Mark.
London.
It is not London, it is New Orleans. New Orleans, believe it or not. History for both teams. It's a fairly long question, so please pay attention. What important document do the following words conclude? In witness whereof we have hereunto subscribed our names at Cape Cod, the 11th of November, in the reign of our sovereign Lord, King James of England, France, and Ireland, the 18th, and Scotland, the 54th, Anno Domini 1620. Jamie.
The Mayflower Compact.
That is exactly what we're looking for. Music, rock bands is the next category. In 2001, their melancholy and infinite sadness was Mark.
Smashing Pumpkins.
It is the Smashing Pumpkins. World history for both teams. To whom did the Ayatollah Khomeini refer when he spoke politically of the Great Satan? Aiden.
Who's George W. Bush?
That is incorrect. Tigers, chance to steal this world history category. To whom did the Ayatollah Khomeini refer when he spoke politically of the Great Satan? Spencer?
United States.
It is the United States. Collectively, we are the Great Satan. Unfortunate. All right. Both teams, here we go. Science is the next category. The earth science, which deals with the development of ancient biological forms, is called what? Polly.
Paleontology.
That's what we're looking for. Very good. General knowledge for both teams. What is the collective name given to domesticated birds whose flesh or eggs are used as food? Mark.
Poultry.
Poultry. Mythology is the next category for both teams. One side was a woman out of whose side grew vicious dogs. On the other side was a menacing whirlpool. Name these two formidable foes. Spencer.
Scylla and Charybdis.
That is exactly right. Literature for both teams. Who is the author of the group of sonnets from which the following line is taken? God's gifts put man's best dreams to shame. Polly.
Shakespeare.
It is not Shakespeare. Tigers, chance to steal this literature category. Who is the author of the group of sonnets from which the following line is taken? God's gift put man's best dreams to shame. Alan.
Keats.
It is not Keats. It is Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Another literature question for both teams. Iberia, Spanish Travels and Reflections. Hawaii, and Tales of the South Pacific are titles of novels by what 20th century author? Mark?
Darwin.
That is incorrect. Tigers, chance to steal this literature category. Iberia, Spanish Travels and Reflections. Hawaii, and Tales of the South Pacific are titles of novels by what 20th century author? Alan?
Jonathan Swift.
It is not Swift, it's James Michener. U.S. history for both teams. When relations were reestablished between China and the United States, China presented the Washington Zoo with two animals. Aiden. That is correct. And you have narrowed the gap a bit. Blue Valley still leads by a score of 16 to Shawnee Mission East 15. World government is the next category. From what country did Algeria win its independence? Brian.
France.
France is correct, and you have even up the score. Geography for both teams. It was only 10,000 years ago, let me start over. It was only 10,000 years ago the last of what retreated Aiden?
What are glaciers?
It is glaciers. Very good. Retreated over North America, making the Great Lakes. Both teams, spelling is the next category. How do you spell immaculate? Calvin.
IMMACULATE.
Very good, and we have another tie here at 17 apiece. U.S. geography for both teams. Identify by state Palm Beach and Palm Springs. Janie.
Florida and California.
Those are the two. Very good. Current events for both teams. The parent company of which retail giant recently announced that 100 to 100 stores will be shuttered. Brian.
Sears.
It is Sears. Very good. Sports for both teams. In football, what is the usual penalty for delay of game? Aiden.
5 yards.
5 yards, and you've taken a bit of a lead here, 19 to 18. Math is the next category. What's the slope of the line defined by the points 6'2" and 5'8"? Matt.
6'2" and 5'8".
Time, sorry. Tigers, chance to steal this math category. What's the slope of the line? Alan.
-6.
It is -6. General information or general knowledge is the next category for both teams. What color of car is involved in more accidents? Aiden.
Red.
It is red. U.S. history quotes for both teams. In 1936, according to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, with what did this generation of Americans have a rendezvous? Brian.
Fate.
That is incorrect. Tigers, chance to steal this U.S. history quotes. In 1936, according to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, with what did this generation of Americans have a rendezvous? Destiny. Destiny is what we're looking for. Both teams, here we go. Music is the category. This form of jazz utilizes a sustained syncopated melody in 2/4 or Spencer.
Ragtime.
That is not correct. Lancers, chance to steal this music category. This form of jazz utilizes sustained syncopatic melody in 2/4 or 4/4 time and usually a 3-line 12-measure form. What is it? Mark.
Blues.
It is blues. You are correct. Fine arts is the next category for both teams. Peter Paul Robin and Anthony van Dyck helped make what city the center of the Flemish School of Painting? Brian.
Amsterdam.
It is not Amsterdam. Tigers, chance to steal this fine arts category. Peter Paul Robin and Anthony van Dyck helped make this what city the center of the Flemish School of Painting? Awesome.
Antwerp.
It is Antwerp. General knowledge for both teams. According to Hawaiian lore, what is supposed to end once the lava flow meets the sea? Calvin?
The world.
That is incorrect. Lancers, general knowledge is the category. According to Hawaiian lore, what is supposed to end once the lava flow meets the sea? Mark?
The day.
That is incorrect. It's just the end of the volcano's eruption is what they say. Literature for both teams. It's multiple choice. I never talked with God, nor visited in heaven, yet certain am I of the spot. And as if the chart were given. Does this stanza express the faith of Edna St. Vincent Millay, Emily Dickinson, T.S. Eliot, or John Greenleaf Whittier? Spencer.
Whittier.
That is incorrect. Lancers, chance to steal this literature question. I never talked with God nor visited in heaven, yet certain am I of the spot, as if the chart were given. Does this stanza express the faith of Edna St. Mark?
Dickinson.
It is Dickinson. You have opened up a bit of a lead, 22 to 20. General knowledge military is the next category. The basic manpower unit of the United States Air Force is composed of 2 or more aircraft. What is it called? Calvin.
A squadron.
It is a squadron. World geography for both teams. What part of Britain comprises the Highlands, Central Lowlands? Calvin?
Scotland.
Scotland, and you have tied up the score at 22. Literature is the next question for both teams. Answer this question from the works of Kipling. Who was a poor, benighted Ethan, but a first-class fighting man? Calvin.
Mowgli.
It is not Mowgli. Lancers, chance to steal this literature question. Answer this question from the works of Kipling. Who was a poor, benighted Ethan, but was a first-class fighting man? Mark?
The white man?
It is not the white man. It's Fuzzy Wuzzy is what we were looking for. Geography for both teams. Taipei is the capital of nationalist China. Mark?
Taiwan?
Cannot accept that. Tigers. Geography is the category. Taipei is the capital of nationalist China. What is the capital of the People's Republic of China? Spencer.
Beijing.
Beijing is correct. Math for both teams. What is the tangent of 135 degrees? Alan?
-1.
-1. And you've opened up a bit of a lead, 24 to 22. Science, chemistry is the next category. How many atomic numbers are in the series of natural elements? Awesome.
92.
92 is correct. And with that response, gives us a final score of Blue Valley 25, Shawnee Mission East 22. I'm almost speechless on what a great game this was. Congratulations to Blue Valley for their victory today. And please join us again next time here on Categories as we hope to bring you another exciting match of categories with the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout the county.